Howdy folks, welcome to Brain Rotters. We got a new trailer for Hawkeye, and it's the second trailer, but it reveals a lot to do with YELENA Belova being in the series, as well as this 2-episode premiere on November 24th, and what that means for Spider-Man No Way Home. Stay with me, I'm going to take you through it, starting with the first scene. So, the trailer kicks off with Hawkeye explaining to Kate Bishop that he was in the city away from his country home to take the kids to see a show. And from the look on his face, he does not look impressed with the reenactment of the events from the first Avengers film. After, we get more footage of Kate Bishop running from the tracksuit gang that is after her, and later in the trailer, we actually see that she infiltrated a meeting between them, and even showing her exceptional skills that she has, kicking up a wine glass into the member's face. After that, we get new dialogue from Hawkeye that people just start trying to kill him and Kate, in which you can argue that is because Kate, wearing the Ronin costume that Hawkeye wore during Endgame, when she was doing her little vigilante crusade around New York, she antagonized some of the same people that Hawkeye had deep connections to when he was going around murdering crime lords around the world. Now that crime lord in New York is after both Kate and Hawkeye for Hawkeye's messy past. That crime lord is right now rumored to be Kingpin. You can see that Hawkeye's hearing aid is still in his ear, giving us a closer look at the fact that he is becoming more deaf as a result of becoming more like his comic book self. My guess is that this scene here of Hawkeye traversing through the roleplay, you might assume that this was somewhere in New York and part of the fun he's having with his kids at the start of the series. Also, small detail, the armor he's wearing in this scene is synonymous with his, Ronin armor that he wore in Endgame. Because of the similar medieval theme, I mean, he's even got the sword and all. You can see that Hawkeye and his wife undergo some strife throughout the series, and maybe explore the more emotional toll that Hawkeye being away all this time has on their relationship. After that, we see Hawkeye about to square up to some members of the gang, teasing a big action sequence. Following that is my favorite part of the trailer, where we see Hawkeye in his process of making his specialty arrows that he has, teasing the variety of arrows we'll see in this series, like maybe his liquid nitrogen arrows, his more explosive arrows that we see later in the action in the trailers, sonic arrows we might get in this series and such. Hey, you made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you're new, as well as hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss another video just like this one. Alright, so this part in the trailer where Hawkeye is in his apartment and gets cornered by somebody in the dark, my guess is that this is the scene where YELENA comes to take out Hawkeye in his apartment. Remember, she was commissioned in the Black Widow post-credit scene by Contessa to avenge Black Widow's death by taking out Hawkeye. A heartbroken YELENA, of course, says alright, but the reason why I think her debut scene is this scene right here in particular is because of what Hawkeye says. This is some Christmas, mocking the fact that this Christmas gets crazier, meaning this scene, it likely comes from one of the 2 episodes that are the final episodes when Hawkeye has experienced everything up to this point, and the only way for it to get crazier is for some bigger reveal, like YELENA coming to kill Hawkeye, and look, the lights are out too, perfect for catching someone off guard, like a Black Widow would. Even more so, Hawkeye's eyes have watered a bit. What better way to get him to cry a bit than bring up Natasha? Also, that last bit about the first 2 episodes premiering on the same day, that lines the series up perfectly to have the last episode finish off the series the week before Spider-Man No Way Home comes out. My theory is that the series takes place after the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, because look at the screens downtown New York in the Hawkeye trailer. None of them are talking about or reporting about Spider-Man's identity, meaning that the Doctor Strange spell worked and the world forgot that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And the fact that both projects take place during Christmas just sells my point further, and the way that this series can still set up No Way Home is by having Spider-Man show up somewhere, whether it be on a TV screen or in person, and have someone comment on the fact that no one knows who Spider-Man is, and have that tease the events of No Way Home a little bit further. Thank you all so much for watching. What do you think of this breakdown? What the heck do you think is up with Hawkeye in that scene? Is YELENA going to join the series? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks all for watching.